to go back and look at the tweets, but I'm happy to put that behind us, because you got a big fight now against Cub Swanson in Nashville. And when this was announced for April 22nd, a lot of people thought, wow, Cub Swanson is going from Duho Choi to Артём Lobov. This is a step back. You've heard these comments. What do you say to those people?
Yeah, absolutely. But, it's a situation I like to be in. It's a situation I have been in before, prior to this. I'm sure I mentioned this to you before. In my second fight, I took on Dave Hill, who at the time was a top 10 fighter in Europe. And that was only my second fight. And even I actually have the video of the fight, and I was kind of rewatching it recently. And the commentators were struggling with things to say about me, because there was nothing really to say about me. The only thing they could say was that I come from Straight Blast Gym, and that was it. But guess what? I won that fight, and I took that fight on 4 days' notice.
Are you more in favor of a 5-round fight as opposed to 3 rounds, or you don't care?
I don't really care. The preparation was going to be the same either way. Would have been nice probably to go the 5 rounds, because I've never done that before. But it makes no difference, really, to be honest. If I was fighting a wrestler, I probably would favor the 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Because sometimes guys can try and make it boring, and they try and steal rounds. And, in a 3-round fight, if you lose 1 round, it gets very, sketchy. You can't really take many risks anymore. Whereas in the 5-round fight, you can really go for it, and it doesn't matter if you end up losing a round, because you can get it back.
Were you the comments that we often hear, and they were very loud when this fight was announced? Oh, Conor's buddy, he's only in the UFC because of Conor. Do you hear those comments, and do they bother you?
All the time I hear them, but they don't bother me at all. I've said it before. Yes, me and Conor are, very, very good friends, and he certainly has helped me get into the UFC. It is what it is. It makes no difference to me. For me, it's my biggest sporting achievement being Conor McGregor's sparring partner. I said this before. It's not an easy spot to be in, and many try to be in the spot and failed. I'm not in the spot because I'm good looking or whatever. I'm in the spot because I'm the toughest motherfucker around. And I have been for many, many years. So. To me, that's not offensive. If anything, I take pride in that. So it doesn't bother me at all.
So break some news for us. Is this going to happen? Is the Mayweather fight going to happen?
I certainly hope it will happen.
What do you got?
It was a fight that... oh my God. I don't really know. You're better off asking, Conor himself.
You're the guy. You're the one who's in there with him. You know what he's preparing for.
Yeah, well, we're ready. You know what I mean? We're ready. We're getting ready for that fight. You know what I mean? We're make no mistake about it. Conor is ready to go. So, he is a loaded weapon. So, if whenever Mayweather wants to, sign on the dotted line, we're good to go. Because, Mayweather, he's a big man for talking, but whether he will actually fight, whether he actually wants the fight, I don't know.
I don't know. You think it happens, though? What do you think? Better chance, yes or no?
I don't know. I will say this, right? I was the one that first suggested to Conor that this is the fight to make.
Really?
It was years and years ago. Yeah.
Wow.
This was before he even became a champion in the UFC. Even before he became featherweight champion. I just told him, I said, look at boxing. This is a way forward. There's, especially at the time, it was way more money, in boxing, and I just knew that Conor would be trouble for all of them, including Mayweather.
Wow.
So,
so you deserve a cut.
Really
if this fight gets done, you deserve a cut of that pie, that $100 million, whatever. I want to see you get at least 20%.
Stop.
Come on.
No, I just want to see it happen.
All right.
If it happens, that's it. That'll make me happy. I would love to see it happen because, like you say again, there's more and more haters, and I would just love for Conor to shut them up. He is so good at shutting them all up. He's the best out there doing that. And I would love for him to do it on this occasion against Mayweather because, trust me, if I'm honest, and I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I don't see Mayweather making it past the 6 rounds.
Wow.
Honestly.
You think he knocks him out?
If it was Pacquiao, I don't see Pacquiao making it past 2 rounds.
Wow.
And look, and I was the one that predicted the 1 minute against Aldo. There is an interview of me, I can't find it now, but there is a video of me saying that Conor keeps talking about 4 minutes. He kept saying 4-minute mark he's going to stop Aldo, and me saying right before the fight, no, forget the 4 minutes. It doesn't get out of the first minute. And sure enough, it was. And I'm sure I got a lot of hate for that back then as
Yeah.
well. But, trust me, I know something. I've sparred this man for a very, very long time. And, I've watched this game for many, many years. So I understand a thing or two.
He told me that he is going to teach you a lesson about manners because you were very rude in calling him out. What's your response?
Well, I look forward to that lesson, because I'm going to be the one teaching him the lesson. Not to fuck around with the Russian hammer.
Artem, I love it.
No, but in all honesty,
yes.
I look forward to the fight. Honestly, I can't even bring myself to hate on the guy or slag him. I actually am genuinely so excited for this fight. This is the matchup that I dreamed of. You know what I mean? This guy, he lets me show my skill. He's the guy that puts me out there. He's the guy that, first of all, gonna help me break into the top 10. Not that I care about the rankings, but still, it'll be nice to be ranked. And he's the guy that will really, truly allow me to show my potential.
I love it. I'm looking forward to it. Sometimes it's fun when there's no title at stake. Two guys, they pick the fight, wherever it is. This case, social media. Let's make it happen. And a very fun styles matchup because, with your striking, his striking, what he's coming off, what you're coming off, it's just a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to it. It goes down November 22nd in Nashville, Tennessee. Artem Lobov against Cub Svonson. Great to catch up. Thank you for forgiving me, Artem, and we'll talk to you after the win.